Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I wanted to talk about festival etiquette today because I feel like a lot of people, they're newer to the scene, they're getting into it now, and no one really talks about the etiquette for an event, how you're supposed to handle yourself, how you're supposed to handle others. Just being a kind human is basically what it is, but let's dive a little deeper than that because I feel like sometimes people are very selfish at events. They're like, oh, well, I paid money to be here, so I can just act how I want. It's like, that's not how it works. It's a community. Everyone paid money to be here, or they're working, or they're sacrificing their time, PTO, whatever it may be, to be there. So there's no reason to, purposely be, a dick. We don't need that. There's enough of that in this world, so let's try to dim that down. I want to start off by saying you should just respect people's personal space. It's a crowd. There's a lot of people, thousands of people at that. Especially at big main stages, you're literally surrounded by thousands of other humans. Respect everyone's space. You don't have to set up shop and have your whole campsite in the middle of the stage. If you want to have a whole bunch of stuff and more space per se, you should go to the back. If you have a big group of like 40 people and you have a whole bunch of stuff and it's just a whole jumble, I understand you guys maybe want to get closer, you want to be together. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can still be respectful without being that guy. No one wants to be that guy. No one wants to hang around with that guy. It's as simple as just saying excuse me. Also, I feel like people will just barrel through the crowd. They'll have all their friends with them or their little group, or sometimes even without their group, which blows my mind. I'm like, if you wanted to get past me, you could have just been like, yo, excuse me, can I get in front of you? Or literally tap my shoulder and just go. Like, I'm never going to be like, no. Or act some type of way because you want to get closer. I get it. I want to get closer. I might actually follow you. Like, it's not even like that, but it's as simple as just using your words. It's loud. A lot of people are inebriated, and sometimes people forget their manners, but it really goes a long way. A simple excuse me, can I get through, will make everyone happy and way easier to get through the crowd because you're being kind, you're dancing a little bit, you're just like, yeah, excuse me. People are like, yo, I like this guy's vibe. He's kind. He's actually saying excuse me. No one else has said excuse me and barreled through 12 times. And people get annoyed by that. After that happens 10 times in a row, you're like, man, the next person that tries to barrel through me, I'm going to get kind of upset. So you could be the saving grace for somebody like, oh, excuse me. And they're like, wow, someone with manners. This is amazing. So just respect people's space. It really is that simple. Use your words and be kind. It's that simple. And I will say on top of that, don't record the whole set. That's coming from me. If you want to record a whole set, I understand, and I've done this myself, so I'm kind of not following my own advice, but keeping your phone up the whole time and just, especially with flash, I will say keeping your phone up, do your thing, but some people will literally flash the whole crowd and not that way, and no one wants to see a crazy big light in their face when there's like a whole production, your hands hovering up over the view from like the 50 people behind you. It can be a lot. My status quo for recording at shows and festivals is usually I record my favorite IDs, so my favorite songs of the artist, the unreleased IDs. If they're playing a song that's not out, I love to have that video because I love to rewatch it over and over, and it's something about that is just nice. It's nice to be able to hear one of your favorite songs whenever you want because it's not out yet, and it feels a little bit more special. But overall, I mean, we're there to live in the moment, be in the moment. You paid a whole bunch of money to go there. You don't have to keep your phone up the whole time because I feel like the majority of people, they take those videos and they don't even watch them. They don't watch them back. They're just like, oh yeah, I just wanted to show that I was here, and that's cool too, but be there. We're there. We're already at the event. Enjoy the event in person. Nothing wrong with taking videos. Like I said, I do record full sets sometimes. Haven't really done that recently. Mostly just my favorite songs, their popular songs, and the unreleased songs. And sometimes I'll make videos of that, but it's at the end of the day, it's for me. But I do realize a lot of people love to rewatch certain sets that they were at, or the people who couldn't make it, they get a chance to kind of feel the crowd vibe. Like professional videos done by the team, those are always nice. Audio's clear because it's like straight audio, and they're getting shots of the crowd and stuff. That's always nice. And if you know a set is going to be recorded fully, then you really don't need to even worry about stuff like that. But it's nice to take your few videos, but just be aware, I would say. Don't be that guy. Try not to be anyway. You can do what you want, but just try to be aware. And on top of being aware, be aware of your surroundings and where you're at, in the crowd, the people around you. It gets hectic. A lot of people are under the influence. There's just people all over the place. People are dancing hard. Some people are standing there like statues. Nothing wrong with that. People enjoy shows how they want to. But being aware of your own self as well. If you want to dance like crazy, do your thing. Just make sure the people around you are also into it, and you're not just constantly bumping into them, knocking drinks out of people's hands, and just, kind of being a nuisance. You don't want to be that guy. I've said that multiple times in this video, but just be kind. It really is that simple. And I'd say 90% of the time, if you're dancing like a maniac, people love you. They love that energy. Because when someone else is having fun, when you're watching someone else have fun, it makes you want to have fun. Maybe you don't necessarily enjoy the artist you're watching that much, or you're there waiting for the next person. But when you see someone who is just in love with the set, you're like, you know what? Maybe I can kind of get down with this. I'm trying to start dancing now. And I love a crowd like that. I love when people get into it. The music makes them move. It's electronic dance music. You're supposed to dance. You don't have to, obviously. People can do what they want once again. But I love when a crowd is just in it. The whole set. Everyone is moving. You can just feel the energy. It's tangible. I can't get enough of that. Like, mosh pits are so fun. And I feel like EDM pits aren't as brutal as like metal pits. Metal pits can be a bit much. And that's a lot for some people. And it's understandable. My advice for people for mosh pits, stand on the outside if it's not your thing. Because it's nice to still be a part of it in a sense. But you don't have to get in there and get thrown around or picked up and chucked. I've been chucked at Slipknot. Literally, dude picked me up and threw me. Talk about an experience. I had a blast. But not everyone's into that. I am into that. I will say also, just take care of people. You see people having a weird time, a bad time. They seem out of place, or there might be a medical emergency. Like, things happen, and just be a kind human and help. You don't have to necessarily, stop everything you're doing and help a whole bunch of strangers. But if you see someone in distress, or someone that seems like they actually do need some help, try to be that person and help them out. Whether it's you and your friend group getting them to the medical tent, or taking them out of the thick of the crowd. If you're like in the front and they need to go, like, you know what, like I'll miss a few minutes of this set to make sure you're good, because I would want someone to do that for me. And even if I don't know you, you're still a human, you're still a person, and you intervening could really save someone's life or just ensure their safety. So if you see someone in distress, try to just be that person. Help out when you can, if you can. I know it's not that simple, and in the moment, things get a little wonky, but just try to help out, because we're all there. We're all doing the same thing. A little kindness goes a long way. On top of that, respect the crew, the staff, the people that are there. They are there to ensure we have a safe, good time, and a lot of them are going out of their way to work the event and make sure we're good. So treat them like a human. Don't treat them like, oh, you're just a worker, whatever. Like, yeah, they are a worker. And if it wasn't for security and these medical staff and the people who do make sure we're okay, the events wouldn't even happen. You have to have EMT services nurses, medical tent, all that is like necessary for an event to even go on. So show them some love. Because a lot of people who do the work, they don't necessarily love the music, but they want to get paid and they might enjoy being around people, and they'll give it a shot just to be like, you know what, it's good experience, and they want to help people. And I love people who want to help people because we all need some help sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. And on top of that, treat the venue with respect. See a lot of people just chucking trash and throwing stuff everywhere like it's someone else's job. Like, it is someone's job to clean up, but why make their job harder if you don't have to? Especially if you have a backpack or a wagon, depending on what type of festival you're at. Take your trash and just kind of keep it in one area. When the set's over, when you're walking away from the stage, pick up all your stuff and just chuck it. There's usually trash cans placed in like the venue or all around, and I've even seen some venues that have trash cans in the crowd. Like, it is no excuse. You don't have to chuck a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. Don't be that guy. Come on. Like, it is someone's job, but if you can make their job a little easier and it's not that big of a deal, don't be a litter bug. And I would say on top of that, last thing, just bring good energy. Be the person you would want to hang out with. Because sometimes people, they can't get out of their shell. It's not easy to just break out into crazy dance moves and do your thing. But if you do that, someone else might want to break out of their shell a little bit and want to dance with you. And that's the beauty of live music. It lets people who typically maybe wouldn't get out of their shell maybe bump out a little bit, pop their little turtle head out. And that's just a beautiful thing. So enjoy yourself, say excuse me, be kind, don't trash the venue, and if you see someone who needs some help, try to be that helping hand, because if you needed some help, you would want someone to help you, and just do it. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy your next festival, next show. I hope the ice isn't too crazy for you wherever you live. There's a big ice storm coming here, so I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you for watching.